You're listening to
The Audacity.
All right, finally we need testosterone in here.
Okay, we want to know your opinions. What did you guys think of that episode? What were anything you wanted to say that you couldn't? What is the comment you wanted to say?
No, I like the episode. I thought it was all pretty interesting. The that weird guy at the beginning, it was like your target. Imagine some guy like at the top of a roller coaster goes like, "You're so pretty, my target." So, yeah, I think there's very ominous and spooky, and like it's like you need to take. I don't know, like you bring a woman to like fear of death, like you just scare them. They just consistently scare them, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not as bad as that fear I just had."
Yeah, remember that fear? Aren't I better than it?
I'm going to save you.
Hire a guy to rob you at gunpoint, and then you knock him out, and then you're
Get you a
good
guy
for a while. That's a hero. That's a hero.
That's a hero.
Get you a man who saves you in his phone as Target.
Target Hinge.
Hi, Target. I mean, Karen.
It's Target Hinge.
You're my true target.
And it's Target Hinge, Target Bumble, Target Tinder.
Have you guys ever done like a game each? Because that's all
Game.
pickup. Yeah,
That's like
in
super
game.
negging. That's like, I don't know, what is that? That's
It
like
is.
extreme,
No, he gave it. He gave it. It's called like transference theory, which
Oh, okay.
is when
all
some
right.
dumb whore can't tell the difference between her feelings for something else and her feelings for you.
Yeah.
Because you were there.
She felt like immense relief with
Yeah.
you because she didn't die because the roller coaster was going up.
I don't go on roller coasters, so this wouldn't work on me. But I will say this, that I went to like a carnival kind of fair with my boyfriend and his son, and they made me go on a ride. The only ride I would agree to go on, which was like it was like one of those boat things that swings and it goes almost vertical.
Yeah.
And his son, who's like the best, but he's also like a child who's not afraid of death, made us go on the end. So if you're in the middle, you're like kind of always
Oh,
in the
yes,
middle.
yes.
But the ends, you're literally, and my tiny little frail body, every time we got to the end, gravity would start to, like the momentum would start to pull me out of my seat.
Fall out, yeah.
I freaked the fuck out. We did an episode the following weekend. So the last episode that I guess episode 5, I have no voice because I was screaming so much. And guess what? I was so in love with that guy after that.
So you have to like
After
them.
that experience.
You have to like them going into it,
Yeah,
and then
'cause I
you'll
liked
really
him.
like him. But if you don't like him, that's not going to help. That's just not going to help. That's like
No.
putting makeup on a 80-year-old. It's not going to help.
Unless
Like-
it's Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just were like go somewhere that's like exhilarating or fun or just something you experience any sort of it was just wrapped up in a very manipulative, creepy.
It is manipulative and creepy. What if you just had a good personality and a great body and then took her somewhere fun?
Just had
Jorge's
fun.
shaking his head no.
Jorge's no.
No.
That's no fun. You gotta go to every day's gotta be bungee jumping, skydiving.
That's right.
Yeah.
Save your Groupons, fellas.
Don't even do a push-up. Yeah. She'll fall right in love with your weird incel
Yeah,
body.
just have a Groupon account.
No pheromones, just adrenaline.
Adrenaline only and fear of immediate death.
And then the washing your hands thing.
Oh, no.
Nothing. Yeah, that was
No comment?
Insane. Back
What?
and forth.
Do
Like-
men wash their hands after they pee?
No,
because
they
they don't have to
don't.
touch anything
Yeah,
except
that's what
dick
I.
skin.
Yeah.
Right?
But is that the dirty thing? Then like again,
It depends on
who's
the
it dirty
man.
for? Like some guys, I'll hear like I've heard people say that they wash their hands before that they go because they don't want to touch their hands.
Got it. Yeah.
How do they
I don't
flush?
know. Yeah.
Don't if you touch I'll say
Elbow.
this. If you touch the handle of a toilet seat, you have touched diseases. Go wash your hands.
For sure. Yeah.
No,
I use my
it's-
foot. You guys use your foot to. I guess you can't with the urinal. You can't like
No, yeah,
kick
you-
that high.
How does a urinal work?
You use your elbow.
Sort
Sort of like a door. Like you
I'm
push
never
open
touching a
door.
man's elbow ever again.
Ever again? Do urinals flush?
Yeah, you have to pull the handle down usually, so it's just like a.
Oh, I thought it
and
was
you
like a
stand
sink.
There, you stand there, and it just goes
It was
down
a sink.
the
It's just,
trough.
it just goes
I
down.
thought it was a trough. I thought it was just a sink that everybody
I
pees
mean,
into and just
it does.
goes down.
I mean, I think there's a gravity aspect where it just goes like straight down. It's
There
just
is a
liquid.
gravitational pull. It doesn't just float up to the ceiling.
Never mind. That's not appropriate.
Gravity
question.
takes the pee from your pee-pee.
Have you
Okay,
ever,
I have a-
have you ever
oh, sorry.
gotten Tori? Have you ever gotten number 2 in a urinal? No, sorry. But no, when you said you seriously don't sit down, Like Karen, like you don't your butt.
I sit,
your
but I
butt-
cover
Squat.
it in toilet
Oh,
paper.
yeah.
No, I'm not a squatter. A
Oh.
squatter gets pee everywhere. I can't squat.
Thank you for your service.
I have no. I'm with Amanda. I have no fear of my my butt skin.
No, I don't care about that. I won't touch the handle. Like, fuck that. That's gross, dude. Fuck that. But wait, I have a question. If
Still wash your
what
ass.
if
Maybe
those,
wipe your ass down.
Yeah. Well, I'll shower and I'll do that. But okay, so those girls, if you met a girl, everything's perfect, and she admits, yeah, I don't wash my hands. I don't see the point. There's more disease. There's less disease back in the Middle Ages than now.
I feel attacked. Oh yeah, no, her.
She's like, there's less disease. Oh, you mean the time that people died at 30, there was less disease? What
You
the
mean the
fuck?
Black Plague?
You mean like people died of a cold, there was less disease? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know they could have avoided the plague by washing their hands.
Exactly. You know, the Jews survived the plague not because we were drinking children's blood, because we have a tradition about washing our hands,
And we survived.
and we do drink children's blood too. But
Plus the children's blood helps a lot. Oh, what a good show, you guys.
what did you guys think of? Oh wait, what about the Are you guys politically active? Does politics matter to you when you're dating?
Are you liberal or
Are
conservative?
you a cuck or are you?
Or are you a man? Jorge?
So it's are you an Amanda or a Karen? Is that the question?
Is it, well, do you consider yourself liberal?
Yeah, mainly, and that's mainly what I go towards. I gravitate towards
Women.
with women. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself progressive?
Yeah.
Because that's the extreme left.
Wait,
No.
isn't liberal? But isn't that the definition is progressive? But it's like not.
Well,
It's
I'm
hypocritically.
not crazy about I'm not crazy deep into the stuff. I've just, I've grown up Los Angeles coastal elitist democratic person. So,
Oh, you're a liberal
like
elite.
Hollywood liberal.
sorta.
Okay.
I do vote. In my 2 elections, I voted for the libertarian candidate, though.
Oh,
I like
threw the election.
libertarians. I like libertarians a lot. They're about just don't bother people. Government stay out. I like them.
Yeah.
But they're not like crazy. Like, oh, trans shouldn't use the bathroom. Just like
Libertarians have 2 main policies: small government, do what you want, and lose every election. Never win the popular vote. That's
see, I'm about that. It's like just okay. Won't get to no policy. But anyway, does it matter if you met a conservative woman or a Republican woman? Would that be a deal breaker for you?
But she was smoking hot and so
Nah,
fun.
I mean, I'm a let people be who they are.
Thank you.
It's just personality based for me.
And that is true progression. That's true liberalism. True progression is being open-minded to everyone's point of view. So
Yeah.
that's
But
kind of
I've
liberal I
dated a
am.
conservative that's open to people's point of view. Although he was like, I like you because you're not woke. So I guess he is picky.
Well, the true liberals are more about inclusivity, and conservatives are more about no. You have to be a straight person to pro-choice
Are they,
straight.
though?
Would
Yeah,
they would
see-
accept? Do they accept trans people?
Well, you're talking about the extremes because
do
the
you
guys that I date,
do Republicans accept trans people?
some of them do. Yes. I don't think that you can say to every conservative person, this person is anti, and doesn't tolerate anybody and hates the races and hates the trans. That's not, in my experience, I mean, yes, I know some conservatives who are brutally racist, but I also know some progressives who are brutally racist. It's just against other groups.
Yeah, right. Okay,
The groups that they think that should be punished.
Right.
What is it but the same thing?
But conservative, the definition of conservatism means we're doing the same thing we've always done. That's not progressive. That's doing things the way we've always done. Progression is
okay.
we're doing things differently. So true progression is true liberalism, but that's not progressive to not be open-minded to conservatism.
No, so I think we're talking about things slightly different because you're using progressive in the normal way,
Yeah.
and I'm using progressive in the political way. So but I'm not trying to be political. It's about sex.
Right.
But I'm using it as like, so if you, but like the political the people who call themselves progressives in politics
Yeah.
are extreme left people.
Right.
That's extreme. That's just as intolerant as the extreme right.
I don't know if I don't know about that. Does it mean you're extreme if you're progressive? I don't know if
Yeah,
that's true.
they're like extremely, they're like,
I think
they're,
there's extremely progressive,
they're
but
like
I don't
boycott Israel, like all that
Yeah,
stuff.
but I
That's
don't think if you're
extreme.
progressive, it means you're extreme. I think it just means like we're progressive to different ideas of living life. If you want to be married to a man, that's not conservative. That's not traditional.
You don't know conservatives who are like marry who you want, date who you want.
But
not every
but
conservative
definition of conservatism means we're doing things we've always done.
But I know what the definition is. But we're talking about people. So the people who believe in those things are not you can't just put that. If you're like this liberal chick who I understand, she built a brand, that's her bubble.
Right.
But if you put things in a label like, liberals equals good and care about people.
No, I
and
don't think
conservatives
that.
equals bad. It means that you just
I
haven't
don't
met
think that.
enough
I don't
of
think
them.
there's bad and good. I think it's just ideologies. Conservatives believe we want to do things as we've always done. We don't want different kind of families. We don't like men marrying men dressing up as women. We don't like that. We don't want to live that way. I
I'm
mean
just
not
saying
like
we don't
it.
want that for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is fine.
No, but liberals are more like, well, it's great. We have different kind of families, different kind of people living their life.
You're so sweet.
But that's like
You're such a good-hearted
That's
person.
a different. But not either is not bad. By the way, I don't think either is bad. By the way, I think if you're like, no, I like tradition. I like doing things. I think a man and a woman should get married. If you don't like that, then that's on you. I'm just saying, your idea of how life should be, which is
saying
not bad or good at all.
I'm saying politics aside, because
Yeah.
I'm super not political.
No.
I'm just sexual. I'm saying politics aside, what's attractive to me is
Yeah.
a man who's a man, and I'll say that.
Alpha.
And I'm gonna say that they tend to be on the slightly more conservative. Also, let's not say the conservatives like just this one. Like it's a spectrum, right?
Sure.
So people who tend to be more on the traditional side, I tend to find that hot.
Yeah, I have no problem with people who like traditional values, conservative values, who want to live a society they want to live in, and that's what makes America great. And that's why I think I'm more of a libertarian, because I think I'm like.
So fuck a libertarian.
That's what I'm saying. I think what makes America great is that we have traditional people. We have people that who want to live different lives that have not been traditionally lived. Let's just say that. Not that it's bad or good. It just,
But let's say, like, generally, like, have you ever met a libertarian that was hot?
No, yeah, they usually are very attractive. Oh, libertarians are usually extremely attractive men.
What? Who
Yes.
are we? Are we dealing with totally
No,
different
no,
people?
no. I've met a lot of libertarian men that I actually can tolerate them, and I think they're good looking.
You can tolerate.
No. I mean, no. I don't like either extreme. By the way, I don't like extreme left and extreme right.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
It's too crazy.
They're both crazy because the extremes are never correct.
The extremes all hate Jews. I can't.
In their own way.
Every you go far enough to the right, and
Yeah.
far enough to the left. Everybody meets right here and hating Jews.
That's where we come together as a
That's
country.
actually
We hate the
beautiful.
Jews.
It's actually a beautiful moment. You go Jews and they go nah, and you
Yeah.
go, oh my god, me too.
But at least the conservatives like, well, they're praying for Israel, so we'll like pretend to like the Jews because they're like praying for Israel.
Everybody eventually gets together on their lizards control the banks and the media.
That's
I know,
right.
that's beautiful.
Right, it's beautiful. And if you like traditional male roles and traditional female roles, that's fucking awesome. And
I like what I like.
you like what you like.
The
and
vagina likes what it
the
wants. It's
vagina
not
likes-
even. Forget the vote. Forget this. Forget that. Forget elections. Forget debates. The vagina wants
that's
what
what it wants,
Yep.
exactly. And nothing is bad or good. It just is.
And you know what? I'm such a bitch, actually, because I was so judgy of this woman. Like, you dumb bitch. You're just saying conservative about it. Let me have some empathy for her a little bit.
Because she's a liberal, so I feel badly, and she's brainwashed by the media.
Let me have some empathy for this woman who's clearly, like, struggling with her self-imposed silo that she's put herself in politically, and is having a hard time, here's what it is: it's a mental issue. It's not an attraction issue. She's like, because she said, I've dated conservatives because that's what I'm into. I've dated traditional
Right.
that's what I'm into, but they happen to be conservative. Her point's not the conservatives bad. It's that she's having a hard time wrapping her head
She
around
doesn't-
being into it.
Right, politically they don't align. And
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
But what are you gonna do? So then don't date them and find them. I don't know I don't know her. I don't know, girl. I don't know what your answer is. I think her answer should be date a guy that like doesn't really care about politics. Like it's like, yeah, I voted for Trump, but like honestly, I just voted Republican. I don't even know why. I don't really give a shit.
And at the end
stay
of
out
the
of
day-
my stay out of my business. That's what she needs.
Politics has no room in dating. It really
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
Because what you want, it's not what you want isn't political. What you want is biological, and it's for your life. So when I say traditional, I mean a man that wants to be the man that when I'm stuck at home with a baby will go make money and have a job.
Right.
Because physically that's going to be hard for me. So if that's traditional conservative, so be it.
Right.
But that's just what I want for my life.
Right.
It's not political.
No, right. But also she was saying, didn't she say like open doors from? Did she mention that? Like
Yeah,
open doors
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. She said liberals don't do that.
Right.
And they
Because
don't. They liberals. I was just
Liberals
on the-
will split. Let me tell you something. Liberals will split the bill with you.
Fuck that.
They are statistically more likely to split the bill with you.
1,000,000%.
Absolutely.
I took the train on the way over here, not to sound poor, and I was carrying a bunch of stuff, which also sounds like I live in poverty. But there was a crowded train, and I was standing right here, and then somebody got up, and immediately this young man sat down, and I looked at him and I go, "Fucking liberals." liberal. Because you know what? A traditional man would have gone, oh, do you want to take a seat?
Right.
And I like that. And I would have thought that was hot.
Right. So wait, what was it? Mitch McConnell and Elaine Chou. Mitch McConnell is a Republican, and they're GOP power couples. Okay, right. There is a senator. There is like a famous Republican and Democratic senator that they're married to each other.
Are
it's
they?
like it's like oh my god.
Can we look it up?
Wait, Democrat, maybe they're representatives.
By the way, when I think of hot Republicans, Mitch McConnell's the first one that comes to mind.
I mean, the women. I don't know about the men, but the women at the Republican National Convention, whoo, they're gorgeous.
Smoke shows.
They are like they're
I know, they've got-
models.
I know.
Oh, James Carvell and Mary Madeline. James Carvell is Republican. They're like a famous.
Yeah.
And-
he's like a commentator now or something.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I
she's
know.
definitely the liberal. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She looked at her face and goes, that's a liberal.
She looks like a lesbian. He turned straight.
She looks like she's on the wrong side of 70.
I'm sorry. She's gorgeous.
She's stunning and brave.
Wait. What are they? Wait. I'm sorry. He is. I don't know. I think he's the Republican and she's the Democrat. She looks like a fucking cunt. Anyway, she looks like she yells at him. She looks like she like.
He looks browbeaten. I can't say I'm at the vagina once when I want.
Yeah, for sure.
I want a man that opens doors. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
sue me.
beautiful.
I want a man to pay the check at dinner. I just do. Don't tell me. Don't get into split bills, whatever. We can do that. That's fine.
Exactly.
He doesn't need to buy me handbags and all that stuff. Pay for dinner.
Pay for dinner.
Open the door.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. I agree with that. And
And none of those men voted for Hillary. So, like, I'm sorry. I'm
single
sorry.
one of them.
They just have that in common. And that happens to be the case. I'm not picking them because of that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They happen to fall on that spectrum. That's just what I'm into,
Right.
not because of their
And
politics.
by the way, liberal men are assholes too, in a different way.
Well,
So
no,
you're
fucking
not.
sucks.
You're
Not you
not.
guys. You're perfect.
Just because you're a male feminist doesn't mean you treat women better. By the way, actually, a lot of those male feminists tend to be. If a man's too into the feminism movement,
Red flag.
red
Run.
flag,
Run.
run.
He's
They're
putting on a weird show for you.
100% going to be convicted of something crazy in 2 years. 100%,
100% going to be a domestic violence disturbance.
or like sending his like something. Yeah, men who are too into the women's movement is like
It's like men who are too. It's like a conservative who's too anti-gay, always gay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like
a
why-
man who's too into feminism, not really into chicks.
no, or
Yeah.
he's into chicks too much that he does it to like
It's manipulative.
it's manipulative, and they usually become like sexual. They usually get convicted of like sexual assault like years later. And
Well,
like,
those are guys who are like, but I'm a feminist. How can you say no to me? Like, that's a scary dude.
right, exactly.
Not
Exact-
again, not our producers.
not
or
our
our
not all
liberals.
not
You
all
guys are-
producers.
How dare you? No, I feel like. How do you guys feel about like white knight type guys?
Oh.
You like those?
Yeah,
Do they,
maybe.
like stand up for you.
I mean, maybe if they're
Yeah,
cute.
but wait, if they have money. Well, but a wait night, but there's a difference between a wait night and someone who stands up for you.
Right.
Right. Someone who stands up for you, that's hot. Like a guy who will be like, make sure that you don't step in a puddle and stuff. Like that's sexy. But a wait night, like a wait night is like a male savior, right?
simp-
like
like a
I'll help
simp?
you, little lady.
Is it like a simp
It's
or
like
no?
it's like a guy who like stand up, like pretend to be like
a
like,
stand-up guy.
Yeah. But he's like doing a really manipulative, trying to like get
Mm-hmm.
in your pants essentially. But he's like pretending to be like a higher moral
Say
ground,
more.
going after.
We're listening.
So he pretends to be okay.
Yeah, no, not into it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, again, it just have boundaries.
Yeah, the conservative men that I've dated, who have been every single person that I've dated, have all been
Even-
sweet, respectful.
Even the ex-boyfriend was conservative. I thought he seems like he might be more liberal to me.
Which one? The British one?
Okay, so this is before the British one.
He was not liberal.
Okay.
I'll say that. I think conservative is even too strong of a label to
Right.
put on people
Yeah.
because you're really putting a whole thing on
Right.
them when you can also just be not the other thing.
Right. Like it's like like I think my ex-boyfriend was more like media's bullshit.
Yes.
The
right,
media's
right.
bullshit with
He
some
was-
of these things are too
He was like a critical thinker. Like I thought it was attractive.
Right.
I find liberals to be sheep.
I can see that.
I don't think it's hot, man.
Right. I think liberals can be sheep, but I think people who watch Fox News can be sheep as well. Too extreme to the Republican side. They're like saying, oh, they want to take our guns. And it's like,
But you know what? Sometimes sometimes you gotta just agree and be like, okay, I don't agree with everything that you like. Sometimes you're a little wacky about certain issues. Maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe it's because you are conservative, but we align on issues of holding doors open.
Right.
You know, we align on dinner.
Right. I like moderate people. If you're going to be a Republican, be a moderate Republican. If you're going to be a Democrat, be a moderate Democrat. Because that to me, moderate to me says you're open-minded. You're not shutting the other side down going, well, you're a racist. It's like, why don't you listen to why people vote the way they vote?
Yeah.
Why don't you actually listen?
I don't give two fucks how somebody votes. I really don't. I don't give a shit who you voted for. I don't get people. Remember, dude, it's 2016. Oh, you voted for Trump. I could never speak to you ever
Isn't
again.
that so immature?
Who fucking cares?
Oh my God, get over yourself. When I heard that, by the way, I'm Democrat. I voted Democrat, but I couldn't believe this. Like, I don't talk to my family because they voted for Trump. It's like, get over yourself. Grow up.
They're not the bad ones. You're bad because you cut off your family, you fucking
And
cunt.
why don't you listen to why people are voting the way they're voting? Why don't you just listen? Ask them what. Tell me what's going on that you're angry about, or whatever. Now I don't mean that in a condescending
What's
way.
your concern? That
What's
made
your
you
concern?
think that this person's going to
Because
fix it?
I live in liberal New York.
Yeah.
So I hear liberal New York, and I'm on. So to me, it's interesting to see why are you doing that, and have compassion, and empathy. I don't mean that, and I don't mean that condescendingly. I mean like.
I lose a little bit. I mean, I'll be honest. I lose a little bit of respect when people date for politics. I find that to be so off-putting.
Yeah.
That's like, unless it's like getting in the way of their expectations for you personally,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, there's everybody watches the podcast, Fresh and Fit, or that whatever podcast so it's this podcast where it's like grown men who are like in their 30s and they're all super conservative. I mean, ultra conservative, where they're like, the woman's job is to stay home and cook, and she should be a virgin, or like, a high body count, that kind of thing, where they're, they have a lot of those like red pill ideas.
Yeah.
They're like super red pilled. And then they bring on girls on the show who are like 18, which, by the way, it's not that they're like, see how dumb women are? Yeah, you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Bring a man on there who's 18. He's going to say stupid shit
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
You're talking to children.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can set up the argument however you want, to win it. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Right. Especially like those news channels, they bring on people. Yeah, exactly.
Just bring some dumb bitch on. Yeah, she's going to sound like a dumb bitch. What do
Right.
you want? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well,
Well, this has been enlightening,
Be
guys.
enlightening. Just listen to people and ask them questions, and maybe have an open mind about people. If you're the party of progression and inclusivity, maybe you should act like it.
Yeah, you're absolutely not acting like it. And also just like listen to what your follow like the path forged by your genitals. And just follow that.
What's that policy?
Listen, love doesn't come from here. Love doesn't start on a ballot.
Yeah.
Love comes from deep within the vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go soul searching inside there.
Get on a roller coaster, see what happens.
Yeah. See what her policy is and why she's voting the way she's voting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
then
our
just bang
show.
anyway. That's our post-show after party.
It's longer than our regular show.
What a lighthearted after party we've had. We really turned up.
We did.
Anyway, this was fun. It's a little bonus episode. So if you want to watch it, great. And if you want to tell us to go fuck ourselves, that's great as well.
You
We
want to
love
call
that.
me a cuck and
Love that for you.
libtard? Please call me that.
I posted a TikTok making fun of people who wear backpacks just as a joke.
Oh, yeah, you need to address this.
Yeah, so
To
I
the
posted
people-
it. And I woke up to 100 comments calling me a bully.
That's not progressive.
I
See,
feel,
that's not
I feel
progressive.
triggered by that a little bit. I feel there's a shot taken.
It
I
was a
have to wear a
joke.
backpack.
It was a joke.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know. Listen, everyone. Okay, we're in New York. So, and by the way, I was walking down the street walking. Okay, not in a car.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm a regular person with a bag over my shoulder. So,
Should wear a satchel.
so I said this was the joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It goes well. Also, but I kind of mean it. It was the joke was. I was like, if you're, I go, respectfully.
Karen.
I go, an adult who wears a backpack is not doing well. You're not doing good. I go, you're obviously hustling, and I can respect that, but it's just like, no.
Yeah, some backpacks are like $200.
I just go, a grown person who
Yeah.
wears a backpack walking the street with both shoulders
Makes
on,
it look like you're not doing well. If the aesthetic's not good.
The aesthetic is poor.
It's giving poor.
It's giving poor. I said nobody. I go no. I go with all due respect. Nobody sees a grown adult who has all their belongings strapped to their back and thinks that's a sign of prosperity. And I woke up, and it's a joke, okay? Obviously. And I walk, all the comments are, I'm a surgeon. I'm a neurosurgeon. And I wear a backpack to work. One girl goes, girl, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Oh my God! Wait, next week
You don't?
you without a backpack on.
Yeah, with unencumbered.
Wait, my next week my clip's gonna be Karen. This bitch said people with backpacks are poor. Wait, I should have said that. I'm gonna do that one week. I'm gonna be like, here's a surprise one, and it's you.
I did it. You know what? I did a show this week. I did it on stage.
Yeah.
And I said, and I was like, dating's so hard in New York. What do they say about dating in New York, right? It's hard for a straight woman because they say everybody's what? Gay, married, or wearing a backpack. That's funny. Can't find a man in the
That's
city.
funny. That's actually hilarious.
Listen, if you're gonna if you're gonna use a backpack, carry it by the handle like a briefcase. Okay, don't. What are you doing? I can see putting one strap on because you need your hands for other shit. Okay,
Yeah.
but what are you doing putting two straps on your back and walking in? Is it your first day?
Two
of
straps on your back. Ooh,
Is it your first day of
ew.
preschool?
Wait, that's it's so funny because I had, I work in tech and my managers, like, I've had managers like wear backpacks. It's so funny, like, I have a manager that's like big, but then he puts his like backpack on in the elevator. You're like, all right,
So
dude, I'm not listening. You're giving my review. Like,
Yeah, good luck in your first day of kindergarten. It's funny, right?
No. No, it is. I would carry my laptop in there. It's kind of heavy and annoying. But I spilled water on it because of the backpack. So fuck backpacks.
Fuck backpacks.
I don't have a
Fuck
computer.
backpacks.
And yeah, I mean, look, if to wear I feel like you have to wear like a European type of like leather cross.
I know,
bag
but
or
then that
something
starts to
very
look a little.
fashionable.
I like that
What
look.
are the options?
Immerse.
What else?
Yeah, I know. That's,
What laptop? What do I?
to be fair, what are your
briefcase?
options, especially for a
Briefcase?
man?
Leather
yeah.
briefcase.
Yeah, I know.
But the
I know.
combination. No.
And a monocle. Yeah, I don't know.
You either look like a child or like a liberal.
Or like a. Yeah, you're gonna look like a child. Your choice. Men have it hard, right? You can either wear a backpack and look like a child, or wear some kind of weird briefcase and look like a
Merce.
molester. It's like it's hard.
This is a good angle. I'm gonna remember this angle for next episode. It's a good angle. Okay.
Really? Where's my good angles? Not that. Okay. All right. Well, the post-show after party got serious, got
That was
light.
awesome. It was great.
I can't wait to clip up this part about the backpack and put it back on TikTok and antagonize
Like, check out my podcast.
100
Double
comments
down.
calling me a bully. I go, tell me you've never been bullied without telling me you've never been bullied. I go, I'm a bully? Are you serious? This one girl goes, keep spewing your hate, girl. Good luck with that.
How'd you get on liberal? You're definitely on liberal
I'm
TikTok.
a liberal TikTok. Get me out of here.
You're gonna be on Rachel Maddow this week.
Oh my God. Yeah. Next, I'm going to bring up someone who I'm going to say this. You know what? And I mean it. It was hate speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say. They think I'm hateful.
Bill.
I just said you're giving. I just said you look poor.
That's it. That's not hateful. That's just saying like poor people. Oh, you're saying poor people are bad? Liberals?
Liberals?
Ooh, gotcha. What's wrong with being poor? Liberals?
I'm just saying you're. I'm not even. I didn't say. I'm not even. I'm not even saying you are poor. I'm just saying that you look like you live in extreme poverty when you wear your thing. You
People
wear
are so
all your
sensitive.
possessions on the street on your body.
See, Joan Rivers' fashion police could never survive.
Today it wouldn't fly.
It was hilarious. Back in the day, it was hilarious. Her fashion police, Joan Rivers, was amazing. It would you can't do it this day and age at all.
Never again.
It's giving like
No, it was a golden age.
right.
Isn't it kind of like going along with your like traditional provider? If he's a man who's providing everything in his backpack, he's got everything you need. He's got picnic supplies.
That's a good
maybe.
point. He wants to
He's
raise a
got-
family out of that backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls a wallet out of that backpack to pay the check. I didn't think about that.
And his AR-15.
Well,
But
where else are you gonna
put the
keep your
backpack on the
AK?
front. He's got the baby in the front backpack. There you go.
And his swastika. Where's he going to put his swastika? Karen?
No. I'm just saying, listen, if you lived in New York for long enough, this is why the joke came about, because I was walking down the street and you can see people. I like to play a game, Are You Rich, Are You Poor? When I'm walking down the streets of New York, and I've lived here for so long that I can just spot someone a mile away. You could be wearing like stained sweats or whatever, and I can see the money on you. I
Yeah,
can
it's
just
the
see it.
quality,
You know
yeah.
why? Because you're not wearing a fucking backpack. You've got a credit card in one pocket, you've got your vape, and that's it. You're out into the world.
Do you think Mark Zuckerberg wears a backpack ever?
Never.
Okay.
He has somebody else wearing the backpack.
Yeah, someone's
for him.
carrying it. That's right. He's not. Yeah.
Because Mark Zuckerberg gives low key rich.
Yeah, quiet luxury.
He gives quiet luxury.
And that's really in right now. Next episode.
No, that'll be next episode. All right, thanks for hanging in there,
Woo,
guys.
we had a
Tell us what you think. Am I a bully? Am I a mean bitch? Because I think that wearing a backpack makes you look undateable. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're a really
No.
nice person. I didn't talk about your character or your soul. Anyway, maybe I'm a bully. Tune in next time for more bullying. And thanks for hanging out with us
Yeah,
at the
this was
post show.
fun.
This was so
Did you
much
have fun
fun,
with
you
me,
guys.
Karen,
I
or
had
no?
the best time with you. And the best
good
time
conversation.
with you. And I had the best time with you. And last but not least, you're the star of the show.
Yes, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. And we'll see you guys next time.